Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Crucial RC. Back at you today with a little update where I'm at with the XT8. As you can see, we got pretty much everything together now. So now it's time. I'm waiting for the engine to come in. Once the engine comes in, I'll get that knocked out. But pretty much she's together. Now, the main reason for this video today is for the some painting. So as you can see, I'm about ready to start getting this thing together. I just want to go over a couple things first, maybe explain some things, how I'm planning on doing it. By far I'm no expert with this. I painted a couple RC bodies and they come out pretty well, so I just figured I'd just give a couple pointers of how I just do a basic paint job. And let's start with the body. Excuse me. The body is an associated RC8T body by Leadfinger Designs, Leadfinger Racings. I think that's what the website is. Nice low profile body. It comes with the wheel arches already in and everything. I just did a rough cut on it now. I'll clean it up once I get it painted. But basically all I did, it came, this is, like I said, this is the RC8T body. I actually went online and everything said that, multiple bodies can fit on this. But nothing says, when you go on the websites, like, yes, this will work for Xray. So it was just a trial and error type thing. I'm gonna let you know, the TLR8T body will not fit. It's not wide enough. If you see on the sides of this thing jets out a little bit. The TLR8T doesn't do that. But what I started with so far, like I said, it comes as a clear body. Basically just cut the antenna hole out, made sure it fit on the over top of the antenna. And I had to change the front body mounts to the longer ones that comes, well, they have you assemble it with the shorter ones. I had to put the longer ones up front so that it fit. Got it cut out. Once I got the body set on here, I just kind of marked out the location of the body mount holes to the plastic. Used my reamer. Used the reamer to make the body mount holes. So then I took a Dremel and actually elongated a couple of the rear ones to allow a little bit of flex, I guess, so it doesn't, try and stop the cracking. But like I said, this is the strife from Leadfinger Designs. Just to, give you an idea what it looks like, what it's going to look like on there. Nice, cab forward design with that aggressive look to it. I think it'll come out looking real good. But I think I heard that I read also the Mugen truggy body fits on this, the RC8T, and I'm not sure about the Techno. I think the Techno might be a little too skinny also. I think, excuse me. I think the Techno comes with the chassis is a little skinny also. But as you can see, I think it's gonna look real good on there. So after I got it set up, all the holes drilled out that I needed to so I could cut this body out. What I did next was, I tried to think of a design scheme I wanted to go with this. Like I said, my favorite colors are purple, the high vis yellow or fluorescent yellow, I think they call it, and silver or smoke gray. Those are my favorite colors. So, I didn't want to do anything too, crazy with the design or anything like that. So what I did was I just took a straight edge and basically just cut out a couple geometric shapes. As you can see, what I did, you can see what I did right here. I just got a simple straight line, ruler width just about. Cut that out, and then cut that piece out. So basically, all it was just straight piece about, I guess that's about 16 inches, 18 inches or something, and cut a slot in it, and then cut a V in the end, And then it left me with a triangle piece that I could use. You know, some simple design here, and another simple here, and then a round little shape there. And as you can see, just transfer those shapes over to the body. And like for instance, you know, this fits here. Then if you turn it this way, it fits here. Or if you turn it that way, it fits here. And then, you know, you got your circle pieces. And you got that fit here. And then on the front, fit there. And then on the sides, you know, I just put a circle shape there, just a little something different. You know, and then with the triangle, I just fit that there. And then, you know, for instance, like I used this, I kind of came here with it for the back portion of it, and then for the front sides, went there, and then kind of flipped it over for the other side. Then I kind of, as you can see, I kind of, you know, just rounded a couple of the edges to match with the round here, rounded that edge, just to clean it up a little bit. And then you know, I used just some regular markers, permanent markers, you know, tape measure to find the centers, different scissors. You know, I used short straight scissors, short round scissors, well, curved, and then some, you know, longer straight scissors. Like I said, this simple design, I mean, I don't think it's that difficult. But this is the body that you know, the lead finger racing designs right here. That's this striped body for the RC8T. And it comes with, you know, your average decals, your grill, and some LFR decals. Another reason why I love this body is because, I mean, it's a GM grill to it, and I'm a Chevy man, so I had to get that. Everything else I think was like Fords or, I don't know, maybe Toyotas or something, or non-distinctive. But when I seen that Chevy grill on that thing, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. But this is another thing I used, some Goof Off. I think they got Goo Gone or something also. I've never tried that. I always use Goof Off with good results. Basically, you know, as I make my marks and, you know, round corners and stuff like that, I try and wipe that permanent marker off. You can't do it with like Simple Green or something. It won't even come off. Use that Goof Off and just a little paper towel. Just a little paper towel. You can wipe all those marks that you don't need off. So, you know, oh, I forgot to tell you, this comes with the window mask also. That comes with the kit, with the body kit. Like I said, some of the colors I'm planning on using. You know, I always go with the Tamiya colors. I've always had good results with these also. I'm sure there's other paint manufacturers or anything, but you know, why change up something right now that ain't broke? So like I said, for this one I'm planning on using a PS12 silver, got a PS27 fluorescent yellow, PS5 black, let's see, there we go, PS1 white, and was that PS18 metallic purple. And like I said, those, you know, those 5 colors are basically what I'm going to use to paint this thing. Like I said, once I got it all masked, well, once I got it all designed up, I just had to decide, you know, where I want to put the purple, where I want to put the yellow, you know, where I put the black. Basically, the black is just going to be kind of like a, you know, along the edges, just to give it that subtle fade type look to it, to almost give it a kind of 3D look almost. That's what I'm gonna try anyhow. So I'll be putting the black all along these, all along these edges here, and then around the circle parts. Place it, in the front also, and around the top. So I'll go ahead and do a little light spray over these areas. Then the circles, I think, will be the silver. No, the circles I'll do yellow. Yeah, the circles I'll do yellow. And then the rear areas will be the silver. The front areas will be silver. And then the whole center area will be my metallic purple. And then I'll, do a little outline around the windows. I'm gonna try to anyhow. I always have a problem with that, but I'll try that this time. I usually do some masking tape for my designs, to cut them out. I always have like a little bit of bleed over on the lines, just a little bit, nothing too serious. Like I said, my 5B came out. Let's see if I can look at that. My 5B came out pretty well with just masking tape. Let's see the lines. Yeah, there's a little bit of places like these curved areas where it didn't really seal good. But the masking tape, works pretty well. And I think I just used the blue painter's tape on this. I think next time, if I was to use masking tape, I would use the green frog painter's tape. I'll try that next. But for this one, I'm gonna try something new, something I ain't never tried before. This liquid masking film. It says, what did I say? The finest in RC scale, Bob Dively or Dively. Don't know how they say it, but I'm gonna give this a try. I think it says to use 3 coats of this, drying it in between each coat. So I'll use my heat gun and just do a quick, brush over with the heat gun on each application of it. It says you can use your, airbrush gun or something, or paint gun to spray it on if you want, or you can use a paintbrush. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use a paintbrush and brush it on, and then use my heat gun and heat it up in between the 3 coats. Then I'll use my X-Acto knife and cut out along the lines and be done with it. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll turn out alright. But I just want to give you a little update, tell you what I'm gonna work on, and see how I do my simple little designs, nothing serious, and we'll see how it comes out. I'll do a couple shots of it as I'm going along. Like, I want to see how this masking goes on and all. So I'll definitely keep you updated as this goes, and sit back and enjoy. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Out. All right, here we go with the first coat, wet still, not dry. So it looks like. Goes on pretty easy. They said don't worry about the brush marks. So I'm gonna take it, hit it with the heat gun. All right, here we go. After the first coat, hit with the heat gun. As you can see, it's pretty much dried clear. I mean, kind of semi-transparent, but it's pretty clear. Went on easy. Heat gun hit it real good. Got a couple places around the window area that might, need to dry a little bit more. But other than that, it's good. I'll go ahead and do the second coat. Alright, here we are, 4 coats, still drying. I hit it with the heat gun for the last time, and like I said, I'm just gonna let this thing dry overnight. It says it dries completely in 1 to 3 hours, but 5 o'clock now. Wife and kids be home soon, so this is it for now. Let that dry. I guess all this would turn pretty clear. see. But it went on smooth. Didn't use much at all. Liquid masking film. Alright, so here it is with the first, I guess, the layer cut out. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I'm not going to do the circles. I think that's just a little too much. But, so just disregard the circle, you know, drawings. But I have it cut out for the first. This will be the purple layer that I'm about to paint first. And I have decided that I'm gonna try and use the airbrush for some of this, because I think I'm gonna do this layer here will be purple. This back here will be the silver. I'm gonna try and do a little carbon fiber technique to it using some drawer liner stuff that I use, same thing I used on the 5B body for the carbon fiber look. But I think I'm gonna fade the front. It's gonna be orange and then fade into the high vis yellow. So it'll be the high vis orange fade into the high vis yellow. So we'll see how this comes out. But let's get on to the first color. Alright, y'all. So this is 3 coats of the metallic purple PS18. First layer, first color layer, I guess I could say. It's kind of dull right now, but when I peel off this clear protective coating, everything will brighten up. Alright, we're back. Alright, so this is with my first coat of airbrush paint. First time using this stuff, so it goes on pretty nice. This is the Proline RC body paint and fluorescent orange. So, as you can see, just a light orange around the edges. And I'm gonna follow up with some fluorescent yellow here, and then fade into like a white here. And that'll pretty much finish up the front. Like I said, so far, not bad. But we'll see. Here we go. Alright. Here we go with the 2 coats. Actually, I think it's like 3 coats of each of these airbrush paints. So this is 3 coats of the fluorescent yellow Proline airbrush paint. Coming out pretty nice. Never painted with airbrush before, guys, so bear with me. But I think it's coming out pretty nice. Looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna follow it with white on the front, and I'm gonna cover the whole front half with white to make it pop. But so far so good. Alright, now this is after the white, the PS1 spray paint, Tamiya, after the white. So did a good coverage on the back of the yellow and the orange, and actually I did the purple also for right now to give it a little more of a pop. It's coming out good. Like I said, I'm hoping these colors mix well together. It looks like it is. Like I said, that's all of it right now with the white, back with white. Next up will be this whole back area, and we're going to do the carbon fiber look to it, and I'll show you what I'm going to use for that next. So far so good, guys. Alright, so here we go. There's a little carbon fiber look to it. Did this with the airbrush black. Turned the PSI down real low, like 5 PSI, just so I can get just a slight hint of how the fiber would be. See how it comes out. And what I used was, like I said, just some drawer liner that you get from Home Depot, you can get from Target, wherever. Any hardware store should have that. And so far so good. It's coming out. Get that silver painted on there, and then I'll get these around the windows in silver also. I'll try to knock all that out in one hit. All right, here we go. All right, and here we go with the final coat. We had 3 coats of the PS12 silver to my shake can. Give you a slight carbon fiber look to it, I guess. A little texture. Turned out all in all, looks like pretty good. We'll peel this masking off of it and get it on the truck and see what it looks like. Tell me what you think. Alright, here's the finished product, at least for now. I might put a couple more stickers on here, but for now, here we go. The XT8 body now has a shirt on. Ain't all naked now, so I think it turned out pretty good. I guess I'll probably put a couple more stickers somewhere on here. Maybe when I get the engine and all set in. Everything else cut out for the engine and the gas tank. But I think it looks pretty well. Came out pretty well. Not too bad. Got that Chevy grill. Colors, they seem to come out pretty well together. Not excited about how this back end turned out, but oh well. It'll go for now. And I thought the purple would have been a little bit darker. I guess I should have backed it with some black or something, but I think it came out alright. I think it looks alright. The airbrushing of the orange with the yellow turned out good. Fading into the white. I think that came out perfect. And you know, overall, I think it came out pretty well for first time with airbrushing and everything. I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. You know, drop a comment. What do you think I could have did different, or if you think it came out pretty well. Alright, YouTube. Crucial RC. I'm out.